Alright everyone, welcome back to my channel, Baseball Talk with Nick Morgan. So today I am talking about the New York Mets, but more specifically outfielder Yoenis Cespedes and his role with the Mets as we head into the 2020 season. Now we are in the month of February officially as of today, which means we're gonna have baseball this month in just a couple weeks. Pitchers and catchers report, then we have full spring training, and I'm so excited for that. A lot has happened this offseason between the Houston Astros cheating scandal, big free agent signings, and just, it's been a heck of an offseason, but we survived. Baseball is back, and I'm so excited. But with that being said, the Mets have a very stacked lineup. The Yankees seem to be even better than last year with the addition of Cole. So those are two of my favorite teams, and they're going to have a phenomenal 2020, and their opening day is highly anticipated. I'm super excited for baseball to be back, and we're going to get right into the video. But before we do, if you haven't already, please don't forget to drop a like down below, comment, and subscribe. Also, you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram and Twitter using the links down below in the description. Let's get into it. Yoenis Cespedes. So Yoenis Cespedes seems to finally be healthy again after a couple of seasons that were heavily impacted because he was out due to injuries. He was on the DL a lot and the IL, as it later became known as. So it seems like 2020 is going to be his year, and he has been frequently posting videos and updates of him working out, running. I think he did some weights too or something like that. He's been keeping all the fans up to date. He wants them to know, he wants us to know that he is coming back ready for 2020 in full force, and he wants to impact the Mets team for the better. Now, if you guys are unfamiliar with his injury, last year, right at the beginning of the season, I believe, Cespedes fractured his right ankle after trying to capture a wild boar out on his ranch, I believe, down in Florida. So apparently he does this a lot. He actually posted a video on how he goes about trapping these boars, like a little tutorial. He sets up these traps, and it just doesn't look too safe. But apparently he was trying to capture a boar, trap a boar, and he fell in a hole, fractured his ankle, and he missed the remainder of 2019, didn't get a single game in last year. So we are definitely looking to go ahead and see him with a big comeback in 2020. And after back-to-back seasons with 150-plus games he appeared in 2014 and 2015, Cespedes has not played in more than 132 games in a season back in 2016, totaling only 81 and 38 respectively in the 2017 and 2018 seasons. So this guy has had very minimal playing time from these past couple years. Obviously, again, no games in 2019. And then you have 38 in 2018 and 81 games in 2017. So he's really going to have to come back. Hopefully his stamina and his durability is better than it was prior to all his injuries. But as long as he comes back healthy, this guy should be a force to be reckoned with. I'm excited. He says that he thinks he can go ahead and hit 40-plus home runs this year. And if that's the case, he's going to be scared good. And the Mets are even better than they are projected to be at the moment. Now, in 2018, which again was the last time Yoenis Cespedes played a Major League Baseball game, he had 141 at-bats with a 262 average, 9 home runs, 29 RBIs, 3 stolen bases, and an 821 on-base plus slugging percentage. Now, again, he was heavily impacted due to injury that year. He missed a lot of time. He didn't perform well, and obviously that shows in his numbers. But career-wise, in 3,160 at-bats, he's a 274 hitter with 163 home runs, 524 RBIs, 43 stolen bases, and an 826 OPS. Cespedes is definitely one of those guys, if he wasn't injured, would have had a crazy good career throughout his time in Major League Baseball, but because many seasons of his were hindered because of various injuries, it just doesn't seem like he's going to be the player that he could have been potentially. Originally the sky was the limit for him, and now it just doesn't seem to be looking up for the outfielder. However, in his time when he was healthy, he was a 2014 American League All-Star, a 2016 National League All-Star, and a Gold Glove Award winner in 2015, again with the American League. He also won 1 Silver Slugger in 2016 in the National League with the Mets, and is a 2-time Home Run Derby winner consecutive years as well, nonetheless, in 2013 and 2014. So this guy has a crazy good bat, obviously can hit with power, as the Home Run Derby award title kind of displays. But also, he has a pretty decent glove out there. If we look at the Mets depth chart in the outfield going into 2020 as it currently stands, they have J.D. Davis, Dom Smith, Yoenis Cespedes, Brandon Nimmo, Jake Marisnick, who they acquired this offseason, and Michael Conforto. Now, I know that they were trying to acquire Starling Marte, then he got traded to the Diamondbacks, but also seemed like the Pirates wanted a heavy package for him in return, so I think it was kind of good that they missed out on him. But I think Cespedes definitely has a shot of being a starter. The Mets have to give him a chance. Maybe not on opening day, I can see that, but at some point, I really think think that Cespedes should get back in this lineup. So you have J.D. Davis, who can play a little bit. Dominic Smith, he might not have much playing time, but I do like Cespedes, Conforto, and Nimmo in the outfield, or Davis, Cespedes, Conforto, something along those lines. I do think that that's a really good defensive outfield for the most part, but offensively, all those guys have a huge bat, and that's going to come in clutch, obviously in the lineup when it's their turn to hit. So they have a scary good team. We all know Pete Alonso, Jeff McNeil, Conforto, now potentially Cespedes, Wilson Ramos, Ahmed Rosario has a pretty good stick as well. So a lot to look forward to if you're a Mets fan currently, and if Cespedes does come back, that's crazy good news. Cespedes believes that he can hit 40-plus home runs in 2020. I do think that's exaggerating a little bit, but maybe not. Maybe he has been working a little harder than it shows behind the scenes. But he hasn't played since 2018. Pitches have changed as a whole, and I think it's just a different aspect of the game now. We're in a new era, of course, with the whole cheating thing with the Astros. You never know what's going on, and I don't know how much luck or how much success Cespedes will have, with his first couple games or whatever in the big leagues again. But I do, again, I mentioned this just a couple seconds ago, but I believe the Mets should give him a shot. Even if it's just a couple pinch hit opportunities at first, he should be a starter at some point throughout the season, assuming he does stay healthy, doesn't get hurt during spring training, whatever the case may be. But is Cespedes a potential National League Comeback Player of the Year award winner or candidate? I definitely think so. If he can hit 280, 25 home runs, 85, 90 RBIs, somewhere between there, that's definitely a good set of numbers for his first year back. And I believe that he could have some really good success in the near future. Now, earlier this offseason, the Mets reduced his payroll, so he got a little pay cut. I think that was a mutual agreement, though, which just was nice for them because Cespedes kind of agreed to terms. He's like, yeah, I haven't been able to play. I haven't showed up much. I've been hurt. You can have some money back, whatever. I think that was great of him, but I really want to see him come back and be successful. I'm not a Mets fan originally. Of course, I'm Yankees all the way, but I do like to root for the New York Mets when they're not playing the Yankees. And I do think Cespedes has a really great future. It could be very bright. And him and Conforto in the outfield, I'm so excited to see. Will he be ready for opening day? Will he start for opening day? We don't know yet, but Luis Rojas just came in as the new Mets manager following the Beltran dismissal, so I think that he will make the right move when it comes to Yo, and I'm excited to see what happens, how things play out. But Cespedes definitely going to have a big 2020. I would like to see him be the comeback player of the year. So guys, that is going to end it for this video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to drop a like down below, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Yoenis Cespedes will make a huge splash in that New York Mets lineup, assuming he can come back and be healthy for at least the majority of 2020. I'm excited to see what he can do, what the Mets can do. Polar Bear Pete, Yoenis Cespedes, back-to-back potentially in the lineup is kind of scary. Really big power right there. So that's going to end it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.